You go ahead and take a quick, literally 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go outside.
My chest pains are getting pretty severe. May I be escorted out of the
So-
courtroom for a moment?
Here's what we'll do then, Mr. Williams. Since you have to depart, we'll go ahead and place.
I don't. I'm just having some pains.
We can place you. We can go ahead and place you into incarceration for the charges that you pled guilty on. If you do have to, if you need
Some
to.
room. Breathe. I have chest pains.
All right. Why don't you remove your vest then? How about that?
Not currently able.
Is that helping a little bit?
That's helping.
All right. All right. Where's the prosecution up there? Taking notes here. Mr. Stone, do you have those calculations for me?
Yes, it is. Sending, sent to you now.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Stone, if you could let the prosecution know it's time. Just run out there and let them know.
All right.
And Mr. Shields, I might have you handle whatever's going on out there if you could. It's becoming a disturbance.
Yeah, I tried handling it. I really didn't want to arrest the guy, but alright. I apologize, Your Honor. I'm here.
All right.
A bit longer than 30 seconds, keep in mind, Your Honor.
Okay, so
I know. All right. So closing statements at this time. Mr. McFly, closing statement.
Your Honor, today I feel that the prosecution could show that monocle value was placed on each individual hostage's head, which would show extortion for each individual one, hence the 3 counts. And I'd also like to show, I also thought that we showed that Mr. Guzman was, in fact, a part of the robbery, because at no point was there any solid evidence showing that he was at any point held hostage, coerced with violence or possibility on his life. All we have heard today is hearsay.
Okay. Mr. Gaddington, closing argument.
I'm surprised we don't have can't admit the
Mr.
evidence. Yes, sir.
Do you have any closing statement you'd like to give?
Yes. So was that evidence admitted or no? Did that?
No.
That was
They were
something
not
that didn't
using
happen.
They didn't submit the video itself. It's the charges and the police report on its own.
Okay, cool. Well, Mr. Guzman did not fire his weapon. He was relegated to the back of the people who were robbing the bank. And it is on the prosecution, the burden of proof, to show that he was indeed involved more than a hostage in the bank robbery. And I don't believe the prosecution has successfully shown that. Also, the video also shows the extortion, which apparently was executed by somebody else entirely, was only towards one officer of the law, and at no point did he try to extort money from the hostages, which would be those 3 counts of extortion. He simply used them as his leverage as he executed one act of extortion towards the police officer. What else I got? According to the court, according to the prosecution, all they've heard today is hearsay. Well, we would throw that right back at them, especially since no evidence was submitted other than a police report and the witness testimony.
All right. Well,
the defense rests, Your Honor.
there Very good, very good. So defense rests. Give me a moment to gather my thoughts. Stand by.
Lee. Lee. Welcome to the gas stream.
Right.
Thank you for having such an interesting
So,
name. You say exclamation
today
point
we've heard
cheddar
both sides.
to see
We've
how much
had
cheddar you got.
various elements of,
Here we go.
Of evidence, direct testimony, police reports, etc. Mr. Williams, you've pled guilty to a count of murder, murdering a government official, 2 counts of illegal firearm ammunition, 1 assault with a deadly weapon, 1 aggravated assault, 3 extortion, 1 illegal firearms, 1 attempted robbery, 1 felony with a firearm, 1 disorderly conduct, and 1 trespassing, and 1 charge of extortion. You pled guilty to those, and you'll be sentenced accordingly.
We got those
On
2
the
charges.
2 counts of extortion, the 2 additional counts of extortion, this court finds you not guilty. So clearly, you extorted in a single scenario. You were extorting. Doesn't matter if you have 10 hostages or half a hostage. You did it, and so there's a single count of extortion. Doesn't matter how many times the negotiation goes back and forth. You extorted the city of Lakeside, and therefore you're guilty of 1 count of extortion.
Yes.
For Mr. Chapo Guzman, you pled guilty to 3 counts of kidnapping, 1 count of extortion, 1 of illegal firearms, 1 attempted robbery, 1 felony with a firearm, 1 disorderly conduct, and 1 trespassing, of which you are all guilty. Of the 2 counts of extortion that were in question, I find you not guilty for the same reasons. It was clear that you participated. It was clear that, so being armed, you didn't try to overtake your kidnappers, etc. And the rest of it speaks for itself. Your plea of guilty. So this court will be assessing jail time in the amounts of, for Mr. Chapo Guzman, you will get 300 minutes, and for Mr. Williams, you will be receiving 500 minutes. Court is adjourned.
This court case was set up because the guy was adding minutes since 15
The
minutes
court
ago.
is adjourned. Bailiff, you may take these 2 gentlemen and escort them to
He was adding
serve
up the
their
time
sentence.
15 minutes ago. That was predestined. Rigged.
Hey. Josh.
Full on rigged.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yep. For Mr. Gadsden and McFly and Kaiser, we can talk to you guys.
Alright, you're right.
No,
We should probably go to a
Actually-
private area.
that's fine.
Yeah, we can head out here. Yes, sir.
Need medical attention.